Know him.
Jareth coaches football.
Were you with him between the hours of 6 to 9 on Wednesday?
Would that be all?
Yes. Adjetey.
Take them away. Move.
I don't know how I got here. I wanted to stop. I just couldn't.
When did this start?
A few days to my birthday. I thought you were having an affair. I was angry. When I found that you were not, it was too late.
I was having an affair.
What?
Okay. So here you saw the amateurish and then you saw the professional. And I must add that in my attempts was where I found him. So it wasn't that bad after all. So I did meet Adjetey on set, on the set of Things We Do for Love, and that's how we became friends. And the rest is 17 years down the line. So thank you so much. Where do we start from? Would you like to?
Yeah, good evening. Thank you for having us once again. Even though we have a guide, we want you all to feel very free. Anything that is related to your specific area, anything that is you're burning to ask, feel free at any point. Raise your hands and then pose that question, so that we can try as much as possible to answer. And so this is just to guide us, but please. This is your this is for
your
you,
session.
So, your session. So yeah.
Thank you.
So carry on.
We are going to speak about discovering, developing, and deploying your talents. So we'll go through it some way, somehow through the presentation. And obviously, we've all asked ourselves at some point in our lives, especially when we're much younger, how do you know what your talents are? And I think some of these questions are things we've seen over and over again, and we just want to put it all together. So what do you do effortlessly? I think most of us have realized that the things that we are talented at are the things that we happen to, somebody tells you about it, or you observe it about yourself, that you can easily dance. I can't dance to save my life, but you find yourself at an event, and you're the life of the party because you can dance. And some of those things they come obviously to us. What excites you and doesn't tire you? Even when others lose interest along the way. Let's say all of us here are what can we be doing together? We are trying to organize an event, right? And then someone is so meticulous, has it on paper, has the whole game, the whole plan from beginning to end, and then you are like, let's just get this thing over and done with, Some way, somehow, when we are in the midst of trying to put some programs together, the natural organizers just, stand out. You get to know who is naturally born to put things together. Hidden talent. Sometimes, and I use myself as an example, I never, ever imagined that I would be on screen or on stage anywhere. I never planned to be in acting. In fact, it was somebody dared me. That was how I went to audition for my role in Things We Do for Love. So the I sent a flyer. I was working as a teaching assistant at Ghana International School at the time, and the Things to Do for Love was a popular TV series on TV at the time. And then they asked me, I saw the flyer and I sent it to my friends. I said, oh, there's an audition for Things to Do for Love. Don't you want to take part? You know, and they were like, why are you sending it to us? You two, do it. Why don't you take part in it? And I was like, I mean, I can't act. First of all, I had very low self-esteem, very low. I was not confident. I was too conscious of my weaknesses, too conscious of my body, too conscious of everything that you require to be on screen or on stage. And so I said no. But some way, somehow, I felt like, let me just challenge myself. If my friends are saying I should do it, go ahead and do it. So I went for the audition, and I couldn't believe that I was picked out of the queue I saw outside in that audition for a particular role in Things to Do for Love. And I found myself there and asking myself, this is ridiculous. You're going to make a fool out of yourself. But I kept getting compliments, and I was thinking, really? Like, is this real? You know? So then I found out that even though I loved the creative and performing arts, and I had imagined, or I used to watch stage performances, I love music, orchestra music, drama, dance, I actually had a little bit, you know, that I could show by way of talent. In no way will I claim to be a professional, but I think that there was a little bit of talent, and that led me to discovering a lot more about myself in the creative arts space. So next slide. So I think I found this quote by Steve Jobs that said that the only way to do great work is to love what you do. If you haven't found it, don't settle. As with all matters of the heart, you will know when you find it. How many of us knew when we found the people that we love, that we are married to for the rest of our lives? You will know. You will know when you find that job that makes you want to stay for the rest of your life. You will know when you find that person you can be with for the rest of your life. You will know. And I want to add to this that regardless of the fact that there's that one thing that will keep your heart beating, that will keep you excited for the rest of your life, every other thing has a role to play in your journey. So maybe I can just go quickly so that I don't have to talk too much. But until December 31st, 2023, I was a banker. Francis is here. I'm sure you're shocked that I left. But I've been a banker for the past 16 years. And did I love banking? I love service. I love finding solutions to people's problems. I love relationship building. And I love business development. And that's what I was doing in banking. And I look back at the 16 years of banking, and if I had another 16 years to go back, I would do it again. Because every single experience, every single network, every single skill I learned is adding up to what I'm doing now. So, yes, we will find what we love, but by the time you find it, whatever else you have been doing is still relevant in the process. So, developing our talents, we believe that God has given every single one of us talents. From Matthew 26, we are all Christians, so we know that the parable of the talent tells us that the master called 3 servants and gave them 1 talent, 2, and 5. Am I right? Okay. So, and after he went on his journey and came back, he asked all of them what they did with their talent.